with pointer omanya bako kra na beka here over the weekend. Croatia etia Ghana by 2-1. Derek Lucasen enya Ghana go back no ede emayen na ohwe she pro so a England enso ehye Panama kabienu a Panama entumi antia no and the England 7 Croatia 6 Ghana 4 Panama with say omuni point bia say the round of 32 after say Ghana ya advance e dey free group stages no no tieniye ye ni Colombia na e dey abahwim ebeye memenda 4th July ahomache kan na just 1:30 a.m. 1:30 a.m. na ye rom ewo Arrowhead Stadium Kansas City ho any babia game no betimi atodwa yentie head coach Carlos Queiroz na de to just yes osha goals wa Croatia se nyina no eye better na eye easy goals enye.
Croatia scored 2 goals. I think 2 easy goals. Was too much easy. They scored first goal and second goal. But the merit is from Croatia. When you score 1 more goal than the opponent, that means that you have the merit to win the game. Simple like that. It's meaning that you make at least 1 more mistake than the opponent. And when we make 1 more mistake than the opponent, there is nothing that you can do. They won the game. The only thing that we can say it is first half. I think Croatia play better. They have better control of the game. Second half was only Ghana playing the game. I think what we did in the second half, we should not be punished with the second goal. The draw was fair result, but in football there is nothing about fairness. The only thing that exists it is you score more goals you win, you score less goals you lose.
Yanko yanimai na yantie wose group stage ni dia yawie onka ho asem biem. Wake up no upusuduru ha afei na wo bebo nto wose the real World Cup no ehye e de free Colombia de no so.
The really World Championship starting next game. The group stage, it is a warming up for the qualification. As I said today to my boys, qualification is not a destination. Qualification is just a credit card that you receive to deserve to be in this stage of the competition. Now you have to pay the price of having that credit card in your pocket. And these kind of games are really when the World Cup starts. Everything to the winner, nothing to the loser. So that means that every single game it's about drama. Nobody can hide nothing since the first minute. Every minute everybody must go for it, put everything in the game and play really the knockout stage with that spirit of entertainment and drama, emotional. That's the really World Cup that starts next game.
Ano ene yen coaching sama wadi to dwa yentie Jordan Ayew captain and na edi to dwa say baby adoni de omu stay positive ahead of your next game wa yen Colombia Ecuador.
We stay positive on to the next game. Today was a weird game, very weird game. We were a bit sloppy in possession and we capitalized on our mistakes, and you know the most important thing for us is to focus on the next game, because obviously the next game is going to be either you stay or you go home, so it will be a different game. It's a World Cup game, and when you play a World Cup game you always want to win because you want to keep the winning streak and the positiveness going. But obviously this hasn't affected the mood or anything like that. We gave it our best shot and you know we learned from our mistakes.
Jordan Ayew Edia no Brandon Thomas Asante na no bekaya o free bench and a buyer and was say bench na no wa be game no e bua no e ma no hu hawa oba e was say obobo no.
On the bench in the first half, I could get a feel for what their perspective was, and definitely, you know, cheering people to go for the game and to go and attack and express is where we want to be. We know that there's so much talent in the squad, and we want to be able to impose that on our opposition. But saying that, even in the games where we might have been seen as more defensive, I think that there's a lot of fear from other teams of what we do on the counter. So that's not to be slept on, because there is a very attacking threat even in those defensive phases for the transition. I think the overall feeling was that we want to go and win the game and to make a statement to, you know, our fans at home that we want to make a new dawn of really going for it in tournaments and being that powerhouse that we know that we are. So we're definitely disappointed that we didn't win today, but we know we have that feeling inside to go and progress.
Brandon Thomas Asante was say ubepiem e wo Ghana yen kampwa nanu kugo no na ma campo no nyema ye down.
Luckily, we're still through, so perhaps in that aspect, we're happy that it was here and not the first game or second game. Yeah, the mood is quite down actually, and it needed a few people to remind us that we're in a position that we're not usually in as a nation, as Black Stars. In tournament football, if we want to go the distance, the focus, even though we want to win every game, the focus is that we progress to the next round. And there's been coverage on the fact the next game, things you don't know how it works. It could by the end could work in your favour. You never know. So we just have to focus on whichever game is at hand and give our best to win.
Wey ene ne free ho epa yanko Derek Lucas na no go back no ono ene nyama Ghana bra yesha Croatia ene o se na feeling ye deep na so ye ha no ne se wo sha ba ko sa tika no a ye be wie na chese ball no mo lusu.
It was a nice feeling, but I'm a bit disappointed about the loss. I think first half we had the ball, but we didn't do a lot with it. We were just playing around, and we didn't do a lot with it. And second half, I think we pressed forward, we tried to put the balls in, and it was a lot better in the second half, in my opinion. Before the match, we want to win every game, so yeah, obviously we knew that we went through, but you want to win every match, and that's what we tried today as well.
Yanku anyway, yada su di blasters ho enkomo GFA ESCO member Gideon Fosu and I say disappointed ye kan amonso ESCO fo ni nyina ye disappointed wo hwe babia nkugo no free epa ya no hu ne say osan komotimi ewene de kan hard worker almost start here no.
We are all disappointed. This should have been a win to crown the hard work, but once we qualified, I was just telling somebody before the game, we just need to play. The boys need to express themselves in this game, and I think the first half wasn't too good. There were a bit of issues within the midfield area, but second half largely the guys showed up. And so yeah, once we have moved to the next stage, the most important thing for all of us.
Ano and in free Gideon Eddie Epa Yanko na yanko wesedi en shepu no esitie wose uhwemu a football no pitch no so ne ebo no nya obi akowre po obi na obi ayi nti se party available for run of 32 a na chese edi asumdwe na de aba.
I've always said football is played on the pitch, right? All the other issues I feel would have been dealt with even if we had to go to Canada, right? But of course it gives us a lot of peace of mind. It gives the player himself a lot of psychological boost to know that yeah, we're going to be in America and he's going to know.
They are still in the competition.
Yes.
2-1 angles away.
David.
So
you are qualified at that.
2-1 angles away.
Yeah, qualified.
Now just for
okay.
And now world don't get as strong as world not here no.
David 1-2.
Well, we have an ensure fast here kakra.
Obi o man kasa. I've got the difference na by.
Oh, okay. It's not that tiny man.
Derek Lucas.
Okay. Dinadia hard bia.
Oh, and hard sir.
Okay. So Ghana falls 2-1 to Croatia despite booking round of 32 spots. Now coach Nika saying, or say I think 2 easy goals was too much easy. The way they scored first goal and second goal, but the merit is from Croatia. When you score one more goal than the opponent, that means that you have the merit to win the game. Simple like that. It's meaning that you make at least one more mistake than the opponent. And when you make one or more mistake than the opponent, there's nothing that you can do to win the game. The World Championship, the real World Championship starts in the next game. Group stage, it is warming up for the qualification. As I said today to my boys, qualification is not a destination. Qualification is just a credit card that you receive to deserve to be in this stage of the competition. Now we have to pay the price of having that credit card in your pocket. And these kinds of games are really when the World Cup starts. Carlos Queiroz and sounded that philosophical here. Yeah. Or say, after the World Cup, I said, no, in fact, I'm running a here. Na unya credit card na ene ma kwa ma ko wanim.
Yes.
And chese wako baby ya. And that's what he told us. Well, so after qualification, na Croatia no, nti ase no. Anya dia na why word be brace ha. Anenza nete. Okay, so Derek Lucasen said there was a bit of disappointment despite scoring his first World Cup goal. Yes, it was nice feeling to score, but I'm a bit disappointed about the loss. First half, very different style. Second half, very different style. I think first half, we had the ball, but we didn't do a lot with it. We were just playing around. Gideon Posusua Kasa or say football is played on the pitch. All the other issues will have been resolved even if we had to play our next game in Canada. It gives us, and especially Thomas, a lot of peace of mind. It gives him significant psychological boost knowing that we are going to be in America and he won't have any issues. Okay. Visions when a coach on the Montenegrin coach Predrag Jaredic. Okay, 40-year-old who replaces Nana Kwekwajiman. Oh my dear. Elsewhere, Canada are through to the next stage.
Yes.
South Africa are home. Omo Abidru Kras Omonam Kwansoba. Brazil face them Raso Nagana Foso. Akwe South Africa ne Canada. Dana Koye
supporting.
Omo Mama Besani Omo Pamoye. Neze ase the BCBNs
Ghanaians be what Canadian team no. On the line neighbor four players. African players.
Set score Mama Patevisa. Then go for Omi na Omi public enemies.
Canada accommodate African.
Your best player they call World Cup Ottoman. Okay, so the South Africans are home.
Yes.
I'm saying, yeah, maybe we do not here. We do not here.
South Africa buy no crab on Ambaso.
Maybe we do not here.
Our first time here.
Yeah, Brazil. That's our first time. No more win you. Canada is 16. No. 32. Brazil is facing Japan. Why this should be a problem for Brazil?
Was Japan for no?
Me have watched them. Who are they be among
more some team no or do be to Mika the bound
Brazil but you are easy.
Easy.
Oh, I'm
easy, sir.
A bear imagine a good difference of at least 2. At least. And you wonder. Someone McCain. When comes home, so I don't have to also respect for Brazil. Moriyasu called Brazil one of the best teams in the world and said Japan has enormous respect for the 5-time champions. I don't have to prove myself to anyone. Nagelsmann, Casavini Jr. said I'll continue doing what I do and to fight against racism. Arsene Wenger said the match of the tournament is the one between Morocco and Netherlands. Semunyeni na matching. Say another time match. It's a game that will be hard because the Dutch, the Moroccans are also there to prove a point. Abantam do Morocco, Netherlands. Okay, so yes.
Netherlands are Chino.
Maya.
I'm sure Netherlands for Chino.
I think strong.
And you're strong. Oh yes.
In terms of names, I think they have one of the best though.
Van Hag, Kenny Van Dijk. We watch them closely.
And your team are more problem with defending. And your owner Dumfries one.
Brighton boy.
Brighton Dumfries one. And your owner Van Hag, Kenny. I na boy no Tottenham. Almost enough. And your defenders are more problem.
What do you say about Tottenham Spurs defender no? Mickey Van de Ven.
Van de Ven.
Very strong.
Left.
No, the second game will change in the position.
Obon as left back.
I mean, that's what said the Dutch have issues with defense.
Van Dijk.
Was Van Dijk.
These are big boys.
They are considered not the big boys as in the world.
They are all.
Now, what happened? You're doing it, boy. And you're doing it over.
They are proving
your performance, no.
Ghana defenders.
You don't see Van Dijk as
Ghana defense here, Holland.
So far, I consider fewer goals than them. So.
It's your style of play.
Meaning that it's a defenders, so yeah.
There is a way you play.
I say defend.
Now is it defenders depend on Ghana defending.
No.
Anyway, but I don't think that that team should have issues with. But I trust Morocco. Morocco team no you need to fight hard.
Give me their advantage.
And Brambo is having a good tournament.
Of course. hold that play in the
Okay. Now, you saying transfer market not saying.
I want say Arsenal the bid that called Bruno Guimaraes on Saturday. Me confirm you say marriage bid no.
Okay.
Arsenal prepare another bid for Bruno Guimaraes. The latest stories when they say Xabi Alonso want to work with Granit Xhaka. He thinks that's still inside. Almost the £8 million na koye.
Okay.
And Omari Jettis are bid no. Chelsea will pick somebody another bid. Ebeko. Malo Gusto City for the Nyabre. Se ombefa Malo Gusto fi Chelsea.
Aguero no ye.
Yes. Ope Malo Gusto pa.
Obefa Malo Gusto.
Aguero no ye. Ogo say City ana. Na Malo Gusto we.
The first choice is resumes. Nti ono Malo Gusto na.
Ela me ka City bra. Akwa no dia no ye. Okay.
Malo Gusto was onye bad player.
Oh, City attract Malo Gusto no.
Mo de bia bet onye bad.
Agwa nam say omo the City ne ba. Omo the City ne ba from. City dia I say omo say omo Arsenal target to origin. What is Arsenal target no? Who say team bia omo say who the obe ya when target no.
Bruno Guimaraes.
No be bia Arsenal nam.
Guimaraes na eta.
Oh, untie.
Target Vini Junior.
Vini ne. Oh, but at least the attempt. Titi, don't be dangerous. But at least that's an audacious move. Audacious move. Audacious move. The attempt alone. The attempt alone. On say I didn't know more can be.
Can see what Mako
that alone tell ambition in life. Yes. Champions League final is assembly. Can you careful? All right. And after so last year 5-1 is still fresh.
Now you back
all right. Lawyer.
Boss.
And Jesus is sanity.
I'm going to be no nursery.
Hamuzano. How many Buzan?
Vinny.
How many Buzan was it?
Buzan said the report that you leave Real Madrid and English Premier League clubs after. You know, say club. You say the likes of Arsenal or the nursery, Unity nursery.
Tell any
Unity nursery.
I don't say the end one say I did say Kukum and go for it.
Why would Vinicius Junior leave Real Madrid and come and play for Arsenal?
Hey,
team are to the first ever
Champions be brave to me.
Director, there are transfers.
9:53. Yeah, ko ya nim. Yeah, ko ya nim. Yeah, ko ya nim. Sanete. O dey there. Vini 5-1. Oh, born again. Obi ago the video about 5-1. You poor ma do video. Run this no go to come. No, on my team has 5. Okay, lawyer. Young corner no na for Manchester so. And 3 matches now. First one is Japan Brazil. Okay. Our favorite Vini 5. Our favorite Vini will be playing. Vini Babo. Vini Mpenas and Papa Bobo. Vini I'm to say 4 goals. What's that say? What's that say?
What's 4 goals?
What's that 3?
4 goals.
What's that 4 goals? So yes, some of myself also no I Haaland. And Mbappe and I say Dembele so at 4, ball rule at 6. Okay. The ball baby I say. Okay, Baba. Young na can't for now and Joma become at them.
But I say
Kwana say Kwana was it only 2 not 10 no. Okay, young guy, Baba John, I will take Negana Dino. Yeah. Negana di Ronaldo, Yawono, or Ghana ha. Can it be any covers or journal? Ronaldo, the Kwame and Nibico, Negana di 9:55.
I don't pay, yes, Yama, you're a tail form, and I'm the necessary record bear. About free kick,
WY record me.
Record says
unyawe
scoring
was 7 consecutive World Cup games. And when I'm here, say wabo World Cup match in the last 7 wabu na uchigu. Baba one pan away one family.
Now be why are there? But I said the Messi send me there. She said the Messi send me. Why we say Messi send me? Hey, I say move. I don't pay. Special good morning. Now, your mama kwaba mera sans one pay. Ye kunko funko son Samoa. Edi adencheche someone pay e boom fum pa onko phone close no ya de ho nsem ato anim ensem ne de doso de dise fota sa ohwe na utie na ya de asum wo kitikiti mam poli bi na e ma aka nsuo ya nom aka bu no pa anopay ya beto e bo ase atrena confirm mun no nyina ama e wo djuma de no so live on Oyerepa Radio on Facebook. Oyerepa Radio on Facebook, Oyerepa TV Ghana, and also another page, our Facebook page, and also say not what comment me ba, not the boss player at the wasi, I can canina. I'm on said yes, and said there a fata on the broad wings of high sense. Messa sem, if you can't have vet, and I say can't have vet, sir, no credit against Ecuador, they are all can. Ama obia, etimi ate, and sir, I don't are convinced, sir, dimension to Germany, and yet, baby, I'm deserve any run of 32 hours. Some one year more, now fame, I'm echo amanim. Possibly, I'm going to the World Cup or some woman, some our individual players are one more team. No, I'm what's our ambition. I'm po team. No, a bo as a team. Niman Koye at the Emma woman Vinicius Junior at the Atuja say or no. As a human being, obey Jobe Bia, say racism, obey to us at the football mum. Now, I mean, fun to jam, say, or see, we are prepared. Morocco camp confident. Ahead of Netherlands showdown. And the another play, you call the Atlas Lions of Morocco. One camp, not your champ, and Yama, one year, our training grounds, and Ra. I see a war, Ninia Bia, what the in fear and so. Na Nimianum, Ukrainian, or no Vinicius Junior, on Personianum, and so best so far to say the onom as so far in the hands of racism, and watch him big statements or same. We are very confident we will comfortably beat Japan and qualified for the round of 16. Beating Japan is not a big deal for us. And Vinny, Nensam, and or see on day or Areshemu pa. Sa amobeshem Japan na sa Brazil Japan and ya deke siebia emfa ema omanom and what you oko Hajime Moriyasu na suya Hajime Moriyasu and a manager Emma Japan national team I say a lot of respect for the Don Carlo Ancelotti no criticism Don Carlo Ancelotti aya juma bebre ewo ewiase in coaching obia any ne pedigree our lot of respect for the manager and a Brazil national team amaje maku enum that is the World Cup NT on a certain team no kobodia respect na abeho nemom no dia all can say am ready for Brazil players abebo according to instructions and a dedication and commitment abejuma out of Brazil and then Hajime Moriyasu ninsema oti etujam and na anopay now yanko Don Carlo Ancelotti na suya I say from the first game to the third game, the group stages of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, a continuous improvement. We say the team improving after the first match, the second match, and the third match. We say improvement. Ultimate abam, and we say the lines of injuries affect to Sir Rafinha Niwa, Ryan Ewo, woman aye Jumanum, aye ye. I say our preachers so our coaches, our preachers so the lines of Makinos Juba, Womoyam, our defense and after Oban Finfia, Casimiro and Nimhom, Juma, Casimiro, Ayo, Finfion, I reflect our animum, and the answer done at the Atu Jose differently on Bay Japan at the F2026 FIFA World Cup and Don Carlo Ancelotti, Makinos, at the Atujam, Sir Jonim, and Sir and Kofonum, on head down Woody Kakrakabia, Nemum, I'm a as a team, and yes, beer, you Japan, the Kokobonti, yeah, the year Matrama Quay, yeah, the year Polum Polam, some our some, you're working hard for the victory. Jude Bellingham, and Hurricane, after say England, to the run of 32, now run of 32, amo tope the group after say amo te Panama eshomono and some way and Jude Bellingham and Hurricane at the to Jomo opinion cry at the saying Ambaje the World Cup and as a football is not coming home.
Today we had to be patient. You know, I think sometimes people just expect teams like England to walk over these teams and it to be an easy game. They made it tough. They're physical. They're playing for pride. They're playing for their country. So you have to give them credit as well. Ultimately, we wore them down. We got our chances in the second half. There was a bit more clinical in the final third. And then, a good win. So, top of the group, in a tough group. So, we just have to enjoy it and hopefully, we can keep improving as the tournament goes.
Definitely at half-time, I think the manager's been great in giving us those little nuggets really to try and lift the intensity in which we're playing. I think you saw in both the games that we won, Croatia and today, I think we stepped up a level when we came out for the second half, and credit to the manager, he was definitely a part of that. I think I've built a good relationship with Harry over the last 4 or 5 years, especially after Qatar, playing so close together. And it's an honour to play with him. For me, he's the best England player of all time. He's the one who showed up more than anyone, more than any England player. And so it's quite easy to play with him, in all honesty. He's at a level at the minute that's just incredible. You don't doubt him at all in terms of whether he's involved, whether he's not. He's going to make a difference in the game, and he did again today.
Jude said that you're the best England player that has ever been. That's a heck of a compliment.
Thanks, Jude, yeah.
But with that in mind, I wonder what you say about him tonight, because he set you up for the goal that broke that record. He scored the one that felt like he changed the game.
Yeah, no, he's outstanding today. Obviously, he played in a little bit of a deeper role, but I think.
Now, Maminko Manuel Noya, Nasuya, on a diamond shaft of Germany, and so I prepare now. I'm training ahead of Paraguay class. And see a better video on your screen, Emra. Now, Julian Nagelsmann and Rantanum, 8 training. Now, or the 2 jam, or say it's a do or die match, and the boys are ready for the game. And now, Julian Nagelsmann, and I did 2 just a game way, or Obia in Paraguay. Nemum or come Obiati in football there. So one day to Obia, a dear fam, about time, and we are ready. And injuries all come from our update plaza. A disafatam, sa omujamum against Paraguay. Bebom, na Orienos, a criticism, Mayana Ebanum, sa Uyo Kocha, na Obo tournament to be say differently, or Obia Drinko, or Amanphobia, Ombeka or Omadrin, Ninga America, Uyo Kocha, or my wadrinum, ultimate alcohol, a total concentration, and no our camp. Professor Arsene Wenger at the just a game of the tournament, that is 2026 FIFA World Cup game of the tournament. Gamer Netherlands and Morocco, the Atlas Lions of Morocco and Orange of Netherlands. Or see a gamer Yeshua Obiabe was a game of the tournament today, meaning about finals before the finals. Ecuador Yamfan to just run of 32 game. I Moises Casedo, I call him the bulldozer and about captain Ama Womwom, who got Bruce of Bafana of South Africa before Enra. Now Oba Bibirema, 9 countries and my Makuma Kron and an ultimate qualifier, Dr. Patrice Mochepe, Ekram, Ebosa Mayanabaso, na Enra and a Canada form a yomo efrimum na or the 2 jam. I say right now, Nadia, Obekofie, no Faka home, and yes, be a real tournament. And I will say, me coaching Bafana of South Africa, BMW, Sam. Now, the world, now England, the form, and Panama, and I may say, this World Cup is sexy World Cup. Now, England, and Panama, here come men for no, they come in the moi. What you say, diet, and Nanyabrio, aha, inti, or the camera in the moi, and also on a pelba. Yeah, my young video into the NTB. Na yen shebi diet Henry no nti assemble no inti.
Yes, England! Oh my God! Yes, England! Oh my God!
And no aya England ne Panama Oshemwa na say camera no nanyante emra England said 2 goals no and I say oh my word on TV no paya Ukraine be me ya Didier Tabiri Joba and I say until why a man for MK South Africa elimination from the World Cup. I say the amania disappointed and it's a yes bia amamo timbom and antimi ankon anymore. Nemo as a African is against South Africa. Yes, you common different from football. And the answer Didier Tabiri Joba at the Eltujam na joyful Canada fans. Almost celebrate that historic win. On himself before another game na Canada ako World Cup mienu na Canada ako nyina na omuntimi qualify mfanfi group na almost set a record by qualifying to the round of 32 and na coach Jesu match and also asan set another record to the round of 16 yada honsam L2 and I'm pay na teams am winning every group game match without conceding a goal in a World Cup ye kayo kakram when himself Mexico in 2026 2018 Uruguay AAB 1998 Argentina AAB Italy AAB 1990 1986 Brazil AAB Netherlands form AAB 1974 and Germany France Netherlands your national teams and also another record most goals scored in the group stage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup Sometymer Otuo-Acheampong goals to do our 2026 FIFA World Cup made 2 and himself Germany as 10 goals Netherlands as 10 goals and France as 10 goals remember the players so far combined for 11 goals in the 2026 FIFA World Cup the players 11 goals now for the contest other teams combined telling them it is not near 11 goals our World Cup Kylian Mbappe our 4 goals Vinicius Junior our 4 goals Jude Bellingham our 2 goals and Arda Güler our 1 goal now history made at the World Cup on 74 years and 79 years South Africa's Hugo Bruce about the oldest manager ever to coach a World Cup knockout stage match and Tina Ekutam Oscar Tavares na Tavares ayasa record at the age of 71 121 days in 2018 sa record they say abeti Hugo Bruce na main front to him sa 3 teams and na amameki 0 mistakes perfect record Mexico Argentina France only national teams 3 out of 3 our World Cup Argentina hit 50 World Cup victories with a commanding 3-1 over Jordan now. Almost sitting alongside with Brazil and Germany in all-time Hall of Fame. Yanwa Kai asset non sum na Sweden Abusiam woman France and a bomb a round of 32 of the Mundial. Na Victor Jokeres said almost believe power for that game. Yantia Victor Jokeres.
It's our best. We have to do our defensive organization almost perfect, and then of course take the chances we're gonna get in the game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see him and looking forward to play against him. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. We have our confidence. I think we have to believe in ourselves, and we've seen in a lot of games this tournament that.
I finally made it on the screen. In Zibon for video not to swami. I finally made on the screen. And see where England forum or contestants against Panama. And I see many James Wamba TV no subi. And see Missy won't check TV and pay especially a pot TV. Missy a lot. And see me they are too so. If you're not watching our part TV in 10 times, you're the jai. No coach be now TV no so I fair. Now only 3 players ever and a man of the match in all group stages games. I Cristiano Ronaldo in 2010, Lionel Messi 2014, Vinicius Junior 2026. Now Stefan Estakio onim say onya 90 plus 2 and odi breaking the hearts of South Africa for them na players aye sadia ne bi ebi and Edgar Davis 1998, Francesco Totti 2006, Klaus Jean Huntelaar 2014 and afem Okomwa omutimi ye sadena 2026 Stefano Estakio and some abe legendary player watimi aye sadena bi Canada about the first CONCACAF nation in 40 years to win a World Cup knockout match, normal against non-CONCACAF opposition in the Mexico form and in Bulgaria 1986, Mexico yeah, and a 2026 Canada at 40 years in between. Now, Lionel Messi dropped 6 goals in the group stage and Abusiam sa record the 5th player ever to hit 6 in a single World Cup stage. Group stages, on him, Sando Kosic, 1954, 7 goals. Jack Muller, 1977 goals. Fontaine, just Fontaine, at 1958, 6 goals. And Okom, Lionel Messi, 2026, what Timmy Ayasa Genebi, football person with absolute beauty, boss player. Yeah, the football, no, any beauty, Akambum, in the World Cup. You can see video, no. Oyerepa TV or Oyerepa Radio, orange forum, football person mess with absolute beauty. And all the video about Tosubon, yeah, enjoy be at the a few I want some now African rising stars or World Cup a few more. You see Noah Sadiki, Chris Inau Olai, and Caleb Irinchi. Mbokanzi, Ibrahim Maza, Yan Diamante Ayub Bwadi, and Ibrahim Mbai Senegal Krana, Obom Ade Emam, na Bonenka, Yentia Senegal for one, not young fancy. Senegal players no call Mox, Echo Bom Paye. Na among pain and said radio that's it. At the end of the night, you know, net same qualification cribbing ya was now the young champ and Ra Senegal national team echo Mox and this year.
يكن يومك للشعب ودادا ليكن حبك للأرض من
Lions of Senegal. One more echo Mox this year and no top scorers of World Cup. Lionel Messi 6 goals, Kylian Mbappe 4, Ousmane Dembele 4, Vinicius Junior 4, and Erling Haaland and so Etimi Enya for most assists of World Cup. Michael Olise, I am in Sam, Alexander Isak, I am in Sam, Bruno Guimaraes, I am in Sam, Mbappe, I am you and Dennis Ondap, and so I am so far in the World Cup. On this note, live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. You just so and confirm close to some no SCH boss player and able team no eba na fedia Kenya amude atwas nemom edim come with Kangen and magic drinking water. Onim some na monra na mekosia P master bi. And on him team come on or say Onim say Kangen water. Good morning.
Good morning, Baba.
Said yeah fine. Said your kindness have P master bia.
Yeah.
When the cocoa share baby.
Yes.
And I say oh alkaline Onim say ono mo. Ya na boa. My muscles no recover fast stamina. Stamina papa
all right, I'm not paying so you say you chia for an FATF but Kangen and Magic drinking water, the only producers of alkaline water with pH 8.5 are proven and tested. I didn't know cancer. They be a banner Kangen education, wellness education. You be church. Near me be as a woody, near my as a woody, near my as a onum good nipeduemu. Things you are supposed to ingest. That's how we are conscious. I didn't see. So one year conscious of it. A kakrana, we are a kakrana, we are really be brain, fired by acidosis. Say nipeduan and our system inside air too much acidic. Ya cancer nipeduan angasa produce acid. And also could the acidic foods a can na more nipeduan aye too much acidic na ene one of the effects are sa acidity ne edebra yen bones yen dompe ni yen kasa all things related to bone health na afi ya the role a Kangen and magic drinking water alkaline a play in terms of bone health adeɛ baako a na yare a ɛha adwen tie bones na ɛdin de osteoporosis. Osteoporosis no asekyerɛ ne sɛ wo bones no ntokuro dide mu na wohwɛ the healthy bone ɛne afei bone a osteoporosis aka na wohu sɛ the difference is vast. Adɛn na meka saa bones tissues ɛna form bones enti sɛ ɛho mfoni baako na ɔde ato hɔ essential functions of the bones support ni shape bone mamedia osteoporosis bones mmienu no ɛno ho image no ɛbɛboa enti bone tissues ɛna form bones ɛna tissues nso cells nkwamwa na form cells ansa na nkwamwa na form tissues na tissues na form bones enti bones no yɛyɛ a breaki na reform o system o immune system ni stronger bones na brekra break no ebi yɛ brittle break na reform break na reform collapse na reform na mmom so immune system acidic bones na break no entumi mboa bones ni yie enti essential functions of bones no they are to say for movement support and shape there are others nso a eno nso eboa but Kangen energetic drinking water na yaba be demonstrated time and over actually say Kangen alkaline water na wade a friend antioxidant wo mu na afei ni ya test a ye hu say Kangen alkaline water na ekra negative ORP so adekudie no ekra negative ORP a chesa ade ne enwe na ache chesa ade ne etumi ebo nipedua no dia ema positive figures in ORP no chesa sa ade ne enwe na ache nti wo pai apple mu mienu a wo bonsa within few minutes na apple neni na ye brown wo pai pair mu mienu within few minutes na oxidize chesa enwe na ache eseya no saa na yen cells na etie so wonum eduane a ye acidic a oxidize so wonum eduane a ye alkaline na oxidize enti yebetumi aba studio let's jump these images let's jump them quickly please the difference between other waters and then Kangen energetic drinking water ORP meter ORP meter na friend oxidation reduction potential meter medical chiremu enti ORP meter no betumi enya bi wo store ne box na Milwaukee company there are other companies na test ya hwese adekode no na da screen no so we na chia na say we na chia ntima so on other water no ewo me benku me na Kangen no wo me nifa nti test other water no first na afei no zoom ahwe readings ye di shemu a yenya be positive 270 a air read still eko be positive 300 but o de back Kangen no mu a bomba cho ya na we zoom kakra man o de back Kangen mo bon say Kangen ma o negative figures enti yen from other waters me hwade other waters no bon say it is going up and up and up but o de back Kangen no more quickly no bon say reduce it sharply reduce it enti once it's giving you a negative figure meaning say oxidize it doesn't oxidize but the other waters now more positive figure and no oxidize so the difference is that there are lots of calcium here there are a lot of minerals here but here no one said those minerals are missing there are various testers here not just the pH tester ORP meter and the minerals in the water so some minerals I won't so in then and to me but in patrobe to me mind other images quickly whilst we speak to them as well you might able to us bansana no the numbers to their numbers near 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 good all right to us
well it's throw more light on it no there be a case baby any with the apomden home men common you may be all normal times without number medication because medications and at the end of the day has adverse effects so bonnie we need pediano so and for the purposes of education and academics all platforms were yakko makades very statement very good we screen as well we have first one now indicate how a healthy bone looks like and at the was indicate how bone na brittle na sha say ebubua enti obi ohonoma bones on anti a onya de fe na say muscle cramps bones oti yaw ewa ye ne kasa no so de ben emu so these are some of the syndicates enti ye ma what I say nipadua ne organs na woni padua ne mo na bia won a basic functions boa and so de ma ye woni padua no bone plays an integral role in terms of mobility now ye kasa mobility that is movement menipa shape overall shape there's a bones no and a boa to improvise all these things it is and they unumuntu anasa de yakoni pede ne mu bia na ye devoid of calcium anasa phosphorus there say ebema eye onkasei memu ensam no ebetimi e de aba from now ye wade a your friend say o rib cage rib cage, that is where or lungs and our heart is being indicated, and I say the a war. Na debiano, I dare say or say nya then excessively na me a protect with concrana say or scar, you get it. Or scar. I dare say a pulley away from your brain and also a your bone. I dare say a timmy at the how an assent on so bra ye winipediano. Now for how nutrient transport a year of bones and a fast way the Maunipedian. Water acts as a transport system that carries bone building material such as calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D through your body and direct to your bones. In see, Osha, the Adahonomia, friend of osteoporosis. Now, your casa way a disease are indicated with a year bones. It's all her first image in your display now. Almost an hour her first one. I dare say bone as a bubu. In see, part and parcel of the conversation. The overview no at the scarce or say osteoporosis causes bones to become weak and brittle. It's the first image near display no be to become brittle. So brittle that fall or even more stresses as bending over and coughing or can cause a break. It's the person showing you and say said the first one you indicate amount who I dare say way and your indicator with the bone. So on Casena hoarding a shot say a buffoma into Sanswa a day a bray winipediano and so ebini. Now Yamo who symptoms and I say a quanya befaswa and moving who's a bone on to Bonifaso or say they are often no symptoms in the early stages of bone loss, but once osteoporosis weaken your bones, you might have symptoms of fracture that include one, the offense back pain caused by a broken or collapsed bone in the spine. Until bones or spine now, what watching, as I say, we natural loss of height over time. Sounds so now for your offense as stooped posture. A bone that breaks much more easily than expected. Until when you have complications, or shall I say, so when you have problems with the bone and makada that bone. Did you made bebre edema a year winipedianity kai na and also ashan also sa afe and so you would friend is a bone remodeling and I say bone reassumption times without number so bone no asha says a reform because they are always wear and tear new ones nasha says was a reform no I there say obi here excessive water to do that and who here excessive water to do that and in so be akeke because makane times without number on other platforms why akasa say World Health Organizations and the United Nations General Assembly. I'm at times so that number say in super and I say in suabeko ni pedi animo no. I dare say a basic human right. In the kwan say in subia kekeko ni pedi animo. Almost also when you access to a good potable drinking water. It's kind of shannon song. And to hear all these things, why it happens like that. Key risk factors. And Osha, we indicate say age and sex. Risk rises significantly after 80. Women, especially post-monumental women, are at the highest risk due to drops in estrogen.
We need the risk factors, no. But I say across slide back, so I can about Kangen water containing rich alkaline antibody and also by mine. Now, if you have how Kangen helps, once I Kangen, you can say Kangen ekra alkaline and it's rich in calcium. When any calcium, I food supplement, and I be a synthetic calcium. There be way a natural calcium. It won't soon more. It won't soon. So these minerals are already in water. Now they are Kangen feeding and everything. Into here, say Kangen water, a well-known calcium-rich alkaline ionized water. Now it is produced using Japanese technology, a free energy. Also, one of the benefits of Kangen water, and it's a containing natural, absorbable calcium. Now, and only essential for strong bones. Healthy teeth. I had meaning Jemopa. We secret to me ya. Ubeto edra to edra. Ubesa sound paste said then. Bia calcium any adukidinuma. Your teeth is not even healthy. And a proper muscle function. The ababa kind and the was screen also. Kangen water or muscles no function properly. Or say unlike synthetic calcium supplement. The calcium in Kangen water is in an ionic form, making it easier for the body to absorb and utilize effectively. And to as well. Or say regular consumption of calcium-rich Kangen energic water helps support bone density. And don't penny say resorption, say a lose calcium. Now don't penny to Kangen help with bone density and reducing the risk of osteoporosis. ɛna na yɛ hwɛ ɛna afei improve joint strength enti apostle no saa strength ni nyinaa no Kangin Energy drinking water ɛboa or say especially for growing children, adults, and senior citizens. It was calcium also plays an important role in nerve transmission. Enti obi wo ejaculation also maintain so it could be crashing. There be nerves revive this idea no. Heart rhythm regulation and muscle contraction, making Kangin beneficial for overall body use. The last but not the least, no. Also, Kangin water has a pH of 8.5 to 9.5. Hakra they say 9 to 9.5, which helps neutralize excess acidity in the body. And when you pay Dianankasa produce and acid, I boil with digestion. Uko dia aduane aye acidic, uko no nso drinks aye acidic. Na ma system na too acidic, born and one am fe slide na dia na wo ho no. Enti o say when the body's pH balance is maintained, then am maintain udi alkaline aduane, unum alkaline water to say Kangin Energy water, and no maintain. Or say when it is maintained, then a calcium loss from bones due to acidic condition is reduced. This means that Kangin water not only provides calcium but also helps protect existing calcium levels in the body. And to nipeduane calcium cry a woman no Kangin eboama calcium no it fortifies it ekoshemukina. And ti anope ye kanfo Kangin Energy drinking water edema. Bomodi ya numbers 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 and after 050 737 94 74 your office ewo Bremine UGC waji your numbers si fraying sending a WhatsApp na ending komo ebeje ofeso opeso ye distributor onso obetumi to be from 1,000 Ghana cedis na wa hyase anope ye adwuma ye bo adwuma kama World Cup season ni enkonom drink bia keke onum ama we ni nkon na afi nso awoto so enye Kangin Energy drinking water yeda mo ase
ye to show ne so e de amam mba me hu director outfit no yes ready milk tea open you be careful a premium cocoa and coffee extra creamy milk ready milk tea no me say o se pibia very rich smooth and satisfying ready milk tea your flavors mienu coffee any chocolate u breakfast needs pa de ya hwe ho asem aka e de ama o sorry anopa enya afa na be stress body no ebe keka ne ma bom say de be ya breakfast be ready we no package kama disposable cup ready a shem into tea no de guma na de nso hia gu so e bia wo pe tea no say o de nso a enwunu mom ene be ya o de nso nwunu su gu so a o ye ready o kwa no ready milk tea me ba che bi of Fidi Ventures Nanaya Enterprise Don Candy Stores ni nyina wo Kumase Pampa so KJT Market ni Asafu UMB and crime the Lord has done it enterprise Dome Nima Market Atakwala Enterprise Nima Market Bet Abi Enterprise Kanshi Market and Amola Enterprise CMB Market numbers no ya display screen ase ofra ready milk tea ubenya dodo no ato na de akofie na ode akọ akutwa wanum keke Pepsodent ese World Cup yi dia special edition aba twitwu se na obetwitwu se na watwini yie na wo se ayefe enka afri wanum emmo wantumi nwura osim tokro bi a eda asim ni betuatua Pepsodent na ode etwu se na World Cup yi Pepsodent say wa hwe matches ni bi when we said the Ghana ni England you defend kama Ghana ni Panama you defend kama no sana Pepsodent defend o se no bo ho ban said the beya or how bia ento o se na enkofo ye problem bia so emfa emro Pepsodent eno ena wasa no pa enwumro twusi ade twusi na Pepsodent say World Cup e also fa twitwe no World Cup Bosomtwe Community Bank PLC loans bia ohia e de akoye adwuma de adu dwuma yen ene ema obi nkoso susu loans transport loans microfinance loan salary loan commercial loan bonanza loan social loan child development loan and agricultural loan sika de ma na dwuma de bia wudi no o de akohyem se de be ya abrabo no ebe easy e de ama na ho atumi ahenhan ho de obeya ne so be buy ho be bia account ahodo ni bi na hyase efa sika etum current account savings account kososusu savings kidi account and a fixed deposit electronic banking ye bi o ya so ye star 992 # Ghana Pay so ubetumi ene edijuma ewo electronic banking platform no eso head office e kontena se atonso agogu jachi ko future da hinma kokoben adwuna se ebu akwa atonso bokura putoja magazine ene abinchi market or branches or free 0508 642705 and 0322098076 Busomtwe Community Bank PLC. Together we prosper. Amen Scientific Hospital. Stroke yade away. Awo honsem no problem. Chronic diseases and infection away. Me wacho wawari mfie pi opa awo bra Amen Scientific Hospital be mo awo. Yade bia town so ache eno ade asie oni padua ni ma ukọ hospital yes yade bia ni mu so wa tese ni padua no ensisi so ana niema ensisi so ye ema wa bra Amen Scientific Hospital emfa share fidie mu yade o share fidie ni mu a beboa na yi ade corona e haw no e de abeto afidie ne so ye onu makoma akwa aduonu na FDA age atum ye de bi kanwa ubenya ayaresa Africa ha yen kwan ye de science ewura herbal medicine ne yemu ene kwan ye fa so e de hwe ayarefo Kumasi Atwema Techiman kwada so fanse kwan so Amen Scientific Hospital ye ho 18 other branches Ghana maimu enchi boga wa bibia ni Accra Takra de Tamale Atebubu nkoko sunya ne ho sahide bi so ene hohoi eho nyina ubehu yen e ho 0277 001234 0277 001234 and 0241 367349 ene Amen Scientific Hospital ending komo World Cup no round of 32 still and Crawford struggle so many matches ahe makane dada me say kan ne no masisu dua say Bash digital satellite ono pe na MI decoders matches are ebe nyina a free round of 32 I sha say enra round of 16 quarter final semi final third place ne final no ubenya bi ahwe e wo ni decoder no eso game centers mo amode ye adwuma hotels guest houses restaurants individuals mumra bash aso na magi decoder ne bi na emwa tede be ya hoho e be ba mo ho ese omo be yusu mo facilities no wo matumi enjoy World Cup ne bi na mo ankasa workers no so enjoy World Cup ne bi ye be installation ama ye wi a ye be recharge e de akam ho uye no free on my prices no and packages no from pa a obia e betumi a subscribe bi a report junction ship mo ho and a Bash digital satellite yewo free 0556287757 0556287757 and a Bash digital satellite and kasa grow fine about tonic e mojadra onomo a otumi didi kama onomo a otumi eda kama onomo a ebia wono onsa no 980 de bia se ananse achew ebe sane ntini mu na moja na nante ye e won nsa no 9 mu emma enye tititi biemu onum grow fine drone o sori anopa obeti se nipadua no e wa ahoden onum grow fine drone emma no muntie ne ye ubunsa ensisi so ubunsa waya se tayo ya ubunsa moja ni tubu so ana se ubunsa na se problem bi aka e wa kira grow fine about tonic ene be CC edi ama grow fine drone vitamins uma eboa mani padua ni nya ahoden afi so eboa ema red blood cells no white blood cells no etumi ko editi anyarewa infections a eba ni padua ni mu ena wayare na ho to na pesa ho to ni content ma grow fine about tonic eno ena ACC edi ama misi eba kolona keba smart eba Fredimens apidank pure leaf oko chemical shop herbal shop o my Ghana mu benya grow fine drone bi na wato o pedodo ato digital herbal clinic Kumasi Amekum runabout Bank of Africa honompe eho ena grow fine herbal tonic ewa odini juma friend 0244 596532 0244 596532 grow fine makes you grow fine the cattle cry they sorry na show na to aso de amamono a ABA herbal clinic software rasta software branch no na ABA say glaucoma cataract syphilis long and short sightedness blurry eyes when you your hawa eha enino ni nipadua ne kanea entwan makania ne ndum eyesa enifraye towa ebe ha adwen pa obi o hemi anopai otie me otikasa ne kama na so de any problem na mom na ni na ebe hwe nipa na ekasa o TV so no aye bisi ama ohu nipa krote so se fine boy pa mabo mitiro kama mdela ya tumu amahye me shirt kama na o TV unhumi a eni yade e problem ko ABA herbal clinic na ko na onhwe eni yade no untu ase ono no se o ma waduru a wodi begu aduanim no wadi ensuo na anom ade begum no anom say a drink mpo no anya ena ade aduro ni bi ebegumu a wodi gumu a na wanom na unim say entine woni paduanim no ye kwa konya entini a eye ani ne so adwuma ɛhɔ na aduro ne kɔ na wura saa ani ne ntini ne so na ye so adwuma na ate entini mu na mogya nante ye wɔ ntini mu na ɛkɔ wani ne so a ɛyi aniyade bi ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛde ɛfiri hɔ Kumasi kwada so ɛdwena se main market akiro a ABA ba clinic hɔ Doma Hinkro Ebenezer Preschool apia Kubi Coast Store ɛhɔ no ma ɛwɔ Blada Jom ABA wɔ hɔ ɛna Kaswa Millennium Inside adade last stop ɛno yɛ latest brancher yɛ bie ɛwɔ Kaswa 0541 565 199 ɛna 0502 812 161 ABA Herbal Clinic ɛna meka omo ho asɛm kyerɛ tubɛkɔ na ani yade no atuaseɛ ɛde ama na so wanya.
All right, Solo, that's it.
All right.
Thank you. Be fine.
Nyame adom boss be.
Bafo.
Later. Morning.
Yes, sir. Senior.
Did you say nyame adom be boko?
Oh,
in seven year TV nkran no nye.
Adey.
In shono cause a lot of devastation.
Oh, him for areas man.
Say Malam side ho Malam Junction no more 7 no more circle no more the in fact eni enyan. Ebi no afro akotena wo dan soro.
Wow.
And still in shono to our mo ho no.
Wow.
Yes na dmo for no say o madaro ma o mutwitwa nyi Ghana for kakra.
De bia ni akotre na dmo.
I say but say dia o so mudwumadi en nti no mo ho no. Such situations nti na o so mo ho no no.
So that too.
That's why almost say ginam pardon den almost say that's ginam pardon.
Na I had them say ye kakra.
Kumasi. Oh so far there me ye nyanti.
Yiri mu ana yiri o baby. Ba o timi say enche ejaya na.
O say Accra no lowlands no do so sen the hilly area no. O say Kumasi there were a lot of hilly areas. Sir.
Planning no baby ani accident pressure no e kan say hilly say lowly dey Ghana angwa ne bi o.
Oh, but that time said na
baby sisi dan.
Abechesu so for omo.
Sir.
Oh, na say
any nto aduma so. Say normal dia.
Eh normal sa. But ye dey no eya hadwin dey keka kon dia no e. Ano pay dey tititi no enye sempa.
Oh.
Enye sempa. Circle there completely flooded.
Circle
completely absolutely flooded. Ejakwa to rubber company bi mu ho no mo. Se be ya o mbetima kodum no kwa ya another matter.
Circle
Coming Nkrumah circle some year. It's completely.
Circle
is gone. It's under.
Okay.
Circle has been submerged.
Ah.
Come on, Pacho.
Where here no?
I am Malam.
Ade okum jaja janse won guy. Da be ne bai.
Se be o tie no, se be ate ne de o branch ko fia ne de won.
And as I no ana akoya ye. Because okum jaja janse de na me ntimi da.
We ahoma na hata mama wo so se. Ahoma no na nsi.
Jakola na sina jisa no.
Akola no afo so at least to see so save akola no. At least
it was dey we efie wa na za abonti na ze.
Say efie no like enim no. So
no kwai.
So wo fie wo dan mu ato awon te se wo pie.
Na onko jam so bo.
Wo ato wo dem ho.
Find a way to go out. Oh, to mu pie no.
It's not easy.
Hey, Yankola no.
It's not easy.
See, that is the story.
But then go for you on phone. Where you phone? Enko.
Said na o catch ba for no apa dem ya. Ko ko sisi fie. Block the part in so.
Omo check up no kwa no magiska. No.
Ko sisi dan ko nya apa dem.
Circle ni.
This is your own circle. Hey, circle is completely submerged. 0.7. Absolutely. Unja be bia amfa.
It's also me.
Hey. Babo yenko.
Enti eni ayi nya kakra. Eni ayi national disaster. National disaster. Enya dia.
Ghana so ye tio bi kase onye sa.
Enti tama yenko because
onsi ogra.
Ni ba kola na juma rosi o. Tama. or say you have the credit card in your pocket, use it. We Coach Carlos Correa says some catch them 19 or say group stages in there near the proper and premier. I feel na World Cup na starting. And it is against Colombia. Intino Munyena Munyi Bibia na say no. Tama Minim sa se bia beto animu ticket racketeering hit Ghana camp as FIFA is not happy with our ticket handling. Information here picking say ticket na FIFA allocated ma Ghana through the federation say yam former Ghana form person omo ko World Cup ni bi no the enable $66 no. It's being sold at $800 to $1,000.
Sold by who?
By people within the FA fraternity no. In fact, an person information be me gather cry to say you say omu yusu association friend say ABA Western region Ashanti region RFS no and the toy omo no to some de kochicha ma omo call for and na omo asan agada ne back and na for mo turn at the gate
omo to some de come
say yan fan say FIFA allocate ticket in the Ghana for
I say anything you give FIFA allocate as anything
say country be our
bezo uchim betwi na mte ase
country be our qualify bia no FIFA ma match be a number of tickets
to sell
line.
Captain, I go allocate the asset there.
Some
as the Viva the Achel.
What they do is that omu be window say what qualify for World Cup until like room for no. So person go World Cup apply. So after you've applied, if any number ni we are before they send to the FIFA say
number
the number of ticket that we want.
No, there are no more tracker.
No more tracker.
So
they don't give you
allocation.
Now you have to request through after apply, you know. And to have all the correspondence.
The money you are set me
oh, the batch when
you said the bear, you bit me understand. Oh, there be something here. You're getting a high in a year,
Minim Crawford 3 before the World Cup, or more apply for ticket. Every catch home say ticket no.
Everything as a bini was
asa ticket no more turn asa. But omu 2 kwan omu koye no man who say match this every turn ticket.
Now be no be our da bedo.
There be
no be no man kase oba me to be abede.
There be a ticket a omu turn to say match day wako baba na bia. On say sometimes time and not ticket when you dey no. Obi the ticket jina gate or ton who say we were FN no ton ticket but time I apply for ticket na say ticket na sa
FN ben na jina ton ticket. You see mommy any certain understanding ticket a ton or the FN black market it's everywhere but the FC established number 1 is a ticket in emfan check ticket did chibia Ghana buying a coca or better. But that created a certain impression. Tibinum fee say GF for a hold the tickets no more tom. But that is not it. GF the any tom. So no tini. Ya tom, ya mfante te. GF omo nche obi a ticket o.
So me enye de echo me omo ameni omo ka say omo ebi wo America sisi a. Oka chem say wa apply say auto ticket. Enye say wo
apply no he.
O say unse ticket na de ma FE emo ton no. Sometimes to say a PBA to you can say we apply through the GFE. Now I told the
minimum say application was not to GFE. Minimum say train a base area. And as I go apply with GFE.
Yeah, sir.
Initially
outside there, you can do it directly to
initially no.
But Ghana
they over to me apply.
They no so they also
Only the mistake apply
and you can also apply from FIFA.
Mistake that people do
to be from FIFA the support document for visa. Enipa bi romo mo ko nche bebi romo ato ma de. E no mo de apply come document for visa. Ananya sa. Na they say na kwaya say ticket no ho ayeden. It is a mimi will be. That's a why the tendency for me to increase the price is there. Anazola no na eno na enwan.
O da bia no de mini problem ho.
Na say problem no he. But for problem we na.
Maybe problem ni say Mr. Otuo say. Maybe say o wa check kra. Time of FIFA bi Mr. Otuo say. Ya dey take it abre Mr. Otuo. Ya dey take it abre. Ya dey take it abre.
They don't understand.
Or you pass bia Mr. Otuo ntoma Ghana for. Na bia Mr. Otuo say ticket na sa. Now,
you see, they can't tell you on the deadline. So, January 22nd. January 22nd. January 22nd, 2026 was the deadline for application. And so, apply, they'll tell you, say, because now day after 22nd no my palebia FIFA nipa 500 and I plus on ticket the FIFA give them the ticket
Tisamra no ko apply on
because your name is not part of those that they are sending to FIFA to collect the ticket again you can have problem with bia kwaya omofa so eton but say me again FIFA allowed say one person can buy 4 tickets maximum 4 it is yes, it's a matter of 4 tickets. Now me use one. Now I go to America. Now if you say and then for trainer akano me ya. Now me say tono at this area me I don't have problem with that. The only problem yes. Problem say if someone can prove to us say the ticket being sold no, especially the FA4 no, a government there no, because and then you also another evidence is some influencers who like went there through political, almost we are can say minister be go ticket but we don't know how they also managed to get a ticket no. Almost 20 ticket oh. Eti
na say me say one more money abri ticket o mo koya no mni ticket ni bia na.
Bebre no money.
Anakwa uni ticket na so be da ko ebo no.
Ya bi say Mr. Otuo ebi mo ho mo visas ni dada especially mo two kwan African Ghana obi o ho visa American visa dada into no here so be apply for ticket and san watimi two kwan
so you can so far to come to
ana
be kwa o stadium ni so go fast man be
say stadium any one mo to dada no so omo to na bi apply for tickets say bi on beto mo anya any one mo so omo de omo ani ato ministry ni tickets so eno so omo anya nti e ho na complaints
and say omo free akoye no a no omo ni ticket no no mjo mbe de Ura stadium mi bu sam abo ami o na mo go we am
na some be dey am so no check
e be ba be si say omo na create
of course
the friend of the market force demand and supply here send me kura ticket I was a Philadelphia na say nipa mi ensa so mo pe ba ko se me o si na ba ko so say o me dia me no kwan bia so wo se me wura mu ti me man ba ko 300 ba ko so se me ma 800 na me ma 800 na there na wakocho airlines no pay
it's headlines now discussing
me
na no go for mo friends on be den yan ticket ato madam fu bi ono on the con holiday dada ena on ne ma da bi no go ho dada ena ne ma no at say Ghana ba or around Philadelphia however you know so the man is on drive 30 minutes and menya mobi or ready to buy
okay
and to omo am minimum am free omo nyina no so no na je say ebo na omo keka no also me fere me nti go an kan tren back ebi obeka me kwan bete me business o
ado wanyu ni ana
o nipa de
o da bi asome yo so you
unti ade a $66 $80 no oga tell me say obetime nya bia ma no 550
no ati so no
for nipa 3 me ngo kan tell ni say madam zo nya 550 say one way a wadwo ba za ko yi nti na mso mu ni bi ma ngo boss mpo wose bo bi obetuo na mso da bi me also ni bi nto de but eventually they went to the stadium
but akwa dey unim
oba koi
oh the
but less people are understand.
Black market, no. Oh, World Cup ticket, no, the end neighbor. Or there be said,
if the GFP, there be Uber who started with allocation.
I am on allocation. I need the word allocation.
I say anything.
Same basis you bet 1,000 tickets.
Understand the word allocation.
What do you mean by allocation?
I understand allocation.
Allocation.
Now, timer. Country be qualified for the World Cup. A certain number of tickets are allocated to you to sell to or more.
Allocated to you, na say anything. Only a better catch him say FIFA na kase be a Ghana de bema mu 3,000. Brazil de bema mu 10,000. And the allocate sana menti say allocation.
For instance, Ghana FIFA my 5,000
tickets. Based on what?
Based on your party.
I don't know the base on thing.
But no Nazaki to try it.
To explain.
Say, you won't get a hudia only FIFA be no. Any nipa or my requests. Any the GF for requesting will be a request. That is the number that is given to you. And no na me friend allocation. I mean, allocation is different. Say if you ask for something, nasi the mawa. Mintia say of the word allocation, no, and no.
No, but the question, you know, any allocation two different things though.
Mr. Me the minia could do the cancer now can.
And you know,
I'm expanding. Say me call bray up pam atade say Harry. Na me catch and say, oh me hia me ensa. Nemu madam bisu hia 9. Ba ko so your form also hia nsia. Near Kabum no you know the Maya allocation.
It make us a two different
that is what I'm allocation.
Okay, chill.
Then compare any dear mammy. Allocate means that FIFA decides. See Bema we say, Bema we say, Bema we say.
Member countries no qualifies now. Your number.
It depended the other requesting.
A bit with me request even more than the allocated the amount.
Of course.
A bit so hard no more. Time no ebe do a FIFA me catch say ufu say wuntimi ton quantity na dia ma wona ebia for instance Ghana Colombia for so mu hia ebia 10,000 it is a Ghana amount 5,000 now ufu say wuntimi ton a dia wuntimi ton the backlog fama yen ne fama Colombia for no.
So at the end of the day the edema they were requesting at the end of the all kinds see say Edan ko awie ne ye koda de wo request ne ye de be ma.
Unse FIFA, unse so mo ya.
Enti ye move on.
Enti de ye de man Ghana Football Association no. Me information. E kire say mpanifo bi use RFS no. Ade JJ and I said to toy let me use the word to toy. Tiemfa say me use Ashanti region for the purpose of the conversation, not that Omakoto. But for the purpose of the conversation, just an analogy, an example. I said, the Ashanti region, almost be now, yes, Omato be 300.
Omato. Church says you will be the
Western region 300, and now this Omato. Win. Sanko for no AUSU regional RFS no. At the GG apart from the government cast or penna, if you know, make sure say aqua government or the car you know. Akani nyina were supposedly given to the RFS, then were collected back for sale. Meanwhile, FIFA to show the country should not qualify no. The locations no, the prices are not as the same as one that are sold out there. And for instance, to say the $66 no, so almost. FIFA car $66 new year. Then price hikes comes in. And on a jump from sir 66 now be $800 and $500 and $1,000. I believe Saturday you are getting the point.
New evidence.
one that SSNK echo unse minka the government koto
the government has said the money
and who some oh and so was oh
the me just said the who can
government in ka ba me ka the federation you know the SSA anka ordinary Ghanaian opebi ato a SSA okọ Ghana Football Association ho no okọ tofi wo mo ho at 66 no ye be ka to say bi ni ho asa
da be no go
but people has been applied to
them. You are forgetting one thing.
That's the time limit.
You see, let's all be realistic here.
Time limit.
But if you want to buy a Ghana versus Croatia match ticket 24 hours before the match, all over the world, all over the world, the whole world, including Premier League matches, including Champions League matches. If I move to London today, next Arsenal and Manchester City bobora ticket amenya toy de be mama tono enti ne boa bi tono before enti o ma no mo pe Ghana ni we boa ato Philadelphia no whether it's from the GFA the assumption will be that obi abeto no oto amam
so we go to asas na ko to fi no
enti GFA for no time no a omo ticket na e abom so no they will also want to give it to other people who want to sell. Of course. Because Samre no.
And a matter of abo so. A matter of hoarding so that you can raise prices and sell.
That is
because from the word go people wanted to buy the ticket. Because man look like as and go for but from the word go people wanted to buy the ticket.
If you want to buy the ticket, you don't buy the ticket in America before a match.
They should prove to us their
I'm not even talking about whether in America or wanted to buy the ticket from the word go the moment you want to buy
if you want a Ghana
tickets were not available because of hoarding.
Na say unya ticket ne bia. Why do you go there? Only ticket. Okay. They are creating what we are discussing. You don't have a ticket. You have traveled from Ghana to America to go and watch Ghana versus England. A boy happens to auto ticket in the stadium. Because at that point, you are not the only person who want tickets.
We want one person.
That time, we'll be able to
prove to us in the email. One. So, who apply for?
Before the
before I ticket number one, almost send email. To whether Obenya and I say Unya, when you from FIFA. So, all those complaining. One person should give us evidence of the email or the apply to the GFSL opet. No. Then we take it from there. Near we say evidence. Because we can discuss.
But if you know, make a mail available. Obi person
yes. Any. Let me get you the.
Zakito.
Oma bafo momo.
Then you know like move. Okay, Zach, we know.
Ticket racketeering.
Ticket racketeering. It's ticket racketeering.
I hate the Ghana Camp big time. Yeah, I hate the Ghana Camp big time. Big
Ghana
time.
Camp.
Yes.
Ever.
Baby, Ghana for petty guitar. Some are stranded at the gate. And video images in Bina. Yeah, they the mount.
And the Omuko say, Ombede. Omuko say that, but Omuko no Ombede room. No, I'm so Ombede room. Now who be the way captain? Ghana.
Okay, so who can see? I say, Nipa be no opese utobi mano.
Yeah.
Wo de enam ne bu nti wan temte na so mbakọ no kwa wonya bi to
yeah wonya bi to
nti dom ko so meden wram no I think say
no ono no wan go jagate na ti o
Oscar
wan go jagate tell our friend he might have called another person
oh yeah vim kra kan anka wo de nka to
he might have called another person me fair obi I no catch him so obi e go bi bad back $550 na say me nka sa asem to be here Dr. Caesar on the frame so be taking no ma I know I think he's in America. Of frame so what particular to Nkolane say.
Oh, Adadujo man.
Me can't to prove that what I'm saying is not just a lie. And Nkolane say on besom ko hebi. Na am say me ba. So when I checked, e bo no catch them na am say bi asem brapa me fere no. Me ntimi nko kan kire ne say ade a onim say 68 and 550. So I didn't even get back to him. My friend me I say me kura me ni bi. So I'm saying that wow be ko back achi so ko ticket the room abrotiri no ebu ade be ma no example Ghana for says Ghana and England you do Wembley you ra stadium no like to him baby England for net here. My one at here, na supporters on Aqua England for that day. Set ticket to look ticket at a who seat ticket in the crown. Oh, mine was so cry. No, I could go on a steward on her. Your ticket, Nikud in actually. Yansa. Unza Hasi. Oko Baba Yara, a beato mugrum. Me use a bin on the call. Senya Sadi, I could not Philadelphia Stadium at cheap. Send me a ticket at all. But for Oya Sadi, I say GFO, say ministry, will be business all. Will be business, obviously. And your minister, I bet on. But yeah, Obi Bias, my minister Bias will be say, Fakoma, we are now from a window. About your business.
Tama, I said, ticket. And for it's your money is difficult for people to buy. At the time, people have bought it.
Time been a normal
ticket in your time, DBA, Obi Tomato.
And I know.
Go for trial, Munya. I go for trial. I don't know. Say you yet turn online.
Maybe any na Matthias. Babo, maybe any na Matthias. Ba me just so open ticket. Alcohol unibi. Me ni po mo frɛ bi sa me hanante. Me kwa nana poku. Nana poku a no take quiet time.
Oh, that
mad. Unso bi o wa. Onya na joko hebol won na America also won na ma ba bi na okoya ade bi wo hana. Obeko Canada. Na omo say ticket say. And I'm so much ticket dey minimum wasem. I'm saying that omo a say high ticket a no agoto no. Omo free Ghana na be ni ticket. Omo mti America na be ni ticket. Emu ye de na.
Ozo mo ye de.
Ya ne ayi Panama bo wo ticket problem aba.
Ya TV.
Ade ni mo ye de. Enti ono so e ko he Ghana ni England. Obviously,
it's in Panama match.
By the way, there were ticket issues. Your man's after now.
When I said ticket issues there, for some days, you can't have no more.
Oh, Panama, the man, Tessa.
Oh, but there were ticket issues.
Me just say, me, I'm not here.
After England,
I'm a man in the Embassy Panama, Tibiama, Ote America. Nippon doors clearly. Demand and supply market forces. And it said, GFO so be crabia, the obey no. Tiafu to know me say. So also quack a bone any ticket, don't go there. But when we almost said that, I don't know that for a fact, but me no one yet. And I fed here, shortage, no artificial shortage. I don't know that for a fact, but I will argue with you. But I'm just a Nipanoa, Omono, Petikita Tonoa. Oman follow San Yama will not create our problem.
Obit
this situation will come.
Saturday, Nameka say, Unim Ghana for your behavior on the market. It was expected a last minute rush, Beba. And last minute rush bar, somebody will take advantage of that to make money. Inti no na akwakwe. Over. It's quite unfortunate, but until we have enough evidence, my the danger person chere ticket for no F for no togu utomu togu and omanton and omachama eduru sabri no mobile beton before we can get to that but dey about sports ministry no so and I'm say the sports ministry nya botre ni nya so mu musa
mama we na my graduate dey also na link is I'll say or send a request for code good day. I'd like to request for the link and code to purchase the 2006 FIFA World Cup ticket for Ghana versus Croatia. I'm a Ghanaian resident in Virginia and would like to watch the game and support the Black Stars. I'll be glad if your outfit could provide me the assistance to secure the tickets for the game. Counting on your cooperation. Thanks, Mark Edua. Sent from my iPhone. When on the choir, that was in May. And our good friend Mike Adjumendua wanted the ticket in
January,
May.
February, March, April. So
in
now,
May.
Let me answer him. Even the last batch,
Let me respond.
Because let me even help and solve this problem. FIFA last and final day say after the jet to me some let's tell them FIFA APA first one, second one, third, and the fourth, which was the final one. The final one, it was the deadline was on 1st April. And the final one, the Oman use GFA email, no use FIFA now, come and buy two direct. So if you did your own in May, how do you go and blame GFA? Because FIFA final deadline crowd was in April.
Okay, we'll be so mom information.
It was like it was
after the group stages, FIFA gives tickets to the federation to sell to their supporters for the round of 30. And George, we Kansas game now them now okay, but the can the near sa round no and I you see then all messing up movements kwamni antiase.
There are a few questions to ask. I'm a person kind of penka every phone will hang on the boy. But I can say oh yeah, every association biano you will tickets allocated to the association aside individuals are
based on request.
Yes, aside individuals are. From what I'm hearing no, after Saturday show me to minyankofo a omo deep into it omo frame just to explain it. Say you allocate say 500 tickets to the FA. And you're free. You allocate 500 tickets to the FA at a cheaper cost.
Sorry, before I bet to ask can one buy ticket directly from FIFA?
Yes. There's an avenue that you can buy ticket directly.
So why are we
say turn direct from FIFA and I will turn from the FA. Price in your pay. So there was an allocation for the FA say yen Toma Ghana for how FIFA allocated here.
And no better me who say based on that FIFA year. Is it based on your requests?
No,
and now FIFA now
I show mine and normal allocated ticket there.
First one where the
qualified country
every qualified country
and at the cheaper one FIFA now they are helping
some of them are FA to sell to Ghanaians and we have $500 at $60. $60
back 500.
Yes, that is what I $60 no. Omo try to get in touch with the FA during that period to buy the ticket at $60 no. To Omanya and sign. And sign.
Nigeria before.
And no na.
Omo busu for krase and.
Yes, mo Toma Ghana for.
Na mo ni Ghana.
And no na FA no. To Obohuna Ashanti region RFA. Western region, Eastern region. One ni nyina o dey emphasis FA for nato. Some more to the Mama Association. So if you are buying tickets for your association, I don't have the same ticket. If you do match there, they are to the Mama Association. Now we are could not to more be $600.
Oh my God, visa.
Oh my
God, visa.
That's not okay. That's not okay.
Oh, Theo.
So are you supporting the idea? Are you supporting the idea of the FA buying ticket at $60? Say, Oman and call for Tommy visa. Then the FA come out and sell the $60 ticket at $600.
But Obu evidence FA for an airton.
Oh,
that's what we are waiting for. Because me say madam for be or FA no to be on wa. I can sell it at a price I want. So be Obu evidence that the GFA were selling the ticket at $600.
Me say me bo of Akokwamako. Ne ba ko to take it ni. Yeah. Okwa the Black Stars Hotel, ko to from an FA official straight.
Ono mfa ne de namra. Ni hu de otoma no na afi en deal with.
Also anya dey.
On trace of me turn away or then we deal with the issue. Oh, the make us say I've seen stories. I've found out from one of them say omo bi no de nkofo no beto ticket no call you no my own business o.
No, and no ho me too. And no ho.
What I say?
Baby asem no say ni say no obi ho am so too. Baby asem no say if you dey various RFs not to ticket. Just to supply the tickets to the RFs and maybe a football administrators. Now so many visa. Yeah, many visa too. Then that ticket they might assist them because the ticket was given to the FA to young Toma Ghanaians. Young Tom ticket in the farmer Ghana for. And a FA na use omo RFs in their two tickets no. What them what my main tries many back
so far the only Western region. Any is it fair to generalize say omoto e ma mo RFs for so far only ticket you hu a
na say Western region na RF
okay 1/10
that possibility can also be
Western region what go to
say be almost got to be
Western region
because so far nyanya
Zakito na wote Ghana hana ya de amanfo kwa abochire no hu say Western region for na so so kwa abochire maybe say question
sorry
so far nyanya ticket na ba monten no ba ko ne hu ana Western region
o de ya fa say Western region for na go to
nyanya ene another ticket a better be Ashanti region and Abunafu and a Greater Accra. So anything catch anything general say if you find the Toma or other face for
Western region for no Muku America no. Why want to do Muku America? What Ghana ha why na ya revenue no asore say Ghana bottom na maduni sika goda. E ya dey yen nyina yenim. What Ghana maybe say you do Ghana ha no.
Can it also be possible say there's an RF Western region ni bia koto.
Me yen tena Ghana ha to adwuma we.
Because Kenya at least 2 RF bia 3.
Why we move for so many years. To adwuma we why we move for so many years. Tournament bia ni wa ya born Ghana ha RF bi so no ati sika koto take it da. And see that somebody should come out and challenge me. Tournament ben na Ghana akobo. Say Cup of Nations and now World Cup. Say RF bi so no nko ade o de ne ho ogoto take
those articles na mo so dey atro Western region RF also. What say you atro Western region?
There's one ticket.
Problem one say when you occupy certain positions and when you occupy see at your FM say be akotoko bobo and blasters bobo no your FM you see a ton take it you kwan o say to take it in akoton say short to increase price no but because of the position you occupy within the society yet me can say take it akoton $60 you ton command for 4,000 Ghana cedis. It's wrong.
Why not?
Morally it's wrong.
Why not ton? Bounce the bo betimi di biama gaucho waton bi aman
you to no go jina baby ton o betimi di ama gaucho but morally it's wrong they wo ye nenye Debbie so to
what was the jibo bimbo ticket to be jima wa be to be 23 wo
they want some to
no the end business
say ya announcement say ye ton ticket no at $60 and I be at 100 Ghana cedis e kwan e fa so ko to ticket from club anana ye FA and as government no say e ba beton e dey ama Ghana for na yakwa kwaji ticket na misoto ye ba beton a e ya dey ye beton ye nka se ye bechiche
obi abeto bi wo
oh
oso beton abeto bi wo
obi betuma abeto bi wo be ma boada
it's not possible but na so bi wo a obi ma ton ticket be 5 amano
enyoma we nyina ye nyina te Ghana ha wo
ya na ye evidence on say ke bi obi say o ka ja mu akumba o si bi amekoto fi asomesi wo
in that case to manya several course any baby avenue a kofoko to ticket ebia I'm also doing my investigation further investigation because yabobon kofo di wom yes me ma sem nyina ne sem to baby am me problem one say baby am problem one say say FIFA ma avenue say yenton ticket 500 yenton ticket 500 and from Ghana for yenton ticket 500 from Ghana for at a cost of $60 na see ABM because $500 dey be my border $60 na 500 tickets o ya announcement che Ghana for say am for be Russia beto so tell me chena say enti me no you to
more info ni mu body name and shame name and shame
and ben for so you welcome ye nyanwi omo so handle tickets am ni
okay Atina in charge of tickets
obi wo ha mzoto obi wo ha
onza Atina in charge of tickets welcome tickets
ebia ne willingness ni how wa eager so be so go game ni ti no o de ahun pepere be kwa $1,000
na se na anu akwa abutin so ko he bo to ticket dey out on the black market
there will man on black market
name do akwa season ticket holder na out of
man to me toy ankasa
na gate
me turn online yes
that was ahead of the game before the game
yeah.
But say uko jina park na ti
once I mostly what they do ni say hardly and abon say ye bo game like the Premier League yes you don't take it to gate
yo baby ankofo jina ton
no I know your mom makoto mo koton
o mu bi na be mu akoto bi no Ghana for na akoto bi no
don't say the normal Ghanaian Oberika say
bo na mu ede any cancer as say dey be yire
shadi o jibo 22nd January just imagine eti normal Ghanaian Subayano. This announcement iba young apply. Let's be sincere, say Ghana ni ben of South 2nd January, you know, omuko apply. Normal of a Suban say, oh, you're trying last minute. Meanwhile, ticket and follow the Ghana Premier League.
Also, the things like Omo Wana Bona Omude. Also, Biowa, I've been one Timbuzi about a couple. And you know, oh, said the Kansas as a city. And they taking the do for that. But at this stage, yes, if you have a fresh tickets,
I feel you allocate.
I feel on fresh tickets. And I luckily, Colombia, I'm going to some benho. If you are going to go to Kenya more, I'm not so bad, and you know, you beer with your bono. Nam say, yeah, fresh into problem. You
one thing so so when say, the more now year two price, year two price, every month for a win. They reduce the number of people that will go into the stadium to support the Blasters.
Ticket don't go for you got it.
No share game now. No share any Croatia game now. Ghana for the stadium compared to Croatia for.
Yes, I don't know who's going to Croatia.
Oh, no, I'm just very.
Yeah,
or did you get join next one?
Mistake I had in here and say, because of Yentimi, meaning I don't know how to put it. Yeah, they know
traveling.
Like I'm
group.
Only a crabina.
But no more to change. Bible. Ticket media.
Yeah, buy ticket in 7 no. And no hold them. Say an idea.
Hey, Obi say Anan go say Niamugi. Oyerepa is in charge of us. Granted an interview explaining why he was selling tickets for $500. Miniature.
And on for interview.
Or say, or do you are naturally bombarded? Niamugi send the link to me. I will be send the link to me. Yeah, link now. Or why he was selling tickets at 500. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Every time I hear you know, Papa, I'm so yeah, sorry. Nah. Tama, I say, wake up no dey ni jaba Ghana. Born na Ghana from 19 born. And Obusa say group stage no, next stage na uba ukufie na na. And I say, hey, and ye hu. Na so baby bi kakra fa ho. Nti eno so ebre so a ye ba di ni na so beba.
That ye ni ngoma. 11 18 we are no akani na ambo. Ghana. Ma, is it good no mo show. Yeah. Boys ni say goes o. 64444. German DJ 2.
Nothing was starting.
Work up now, you drew.
So far, I feel now. You know, they started work up in the year. You say every stage we are ukufi. There's no second chance once again. So stage we now we drew a. Mostly it's about 90 minutes. Akos roa aye plus 30 minutes. Na ukufi. Iti one careful a. Obiti made in strategy ba. Wa be you from no akọ. You may be about said team will qualify may not be the best team, but on the day because
okay the message is free interior minutes are by no. Meaning say Accra now stay home. If you have not yet left home.
Yes.
Meaning say Accra for an
Accra now.
Hang on.
I see 2 o'clock. If you 2 kono.
You better than
yeah. And yes you
in school for ne.
Auntie
you go for go fi ntama
na. Munya na mo mabo. So we pia bon te kura hu se wiem kura asesa.
Hey.
Hu se wiem asesa anti.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Any asante in there no.
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
But my man chere time e be wi.
We see a best attitude.
Sangola on point train for. Ndi no obusam no.
Se wa wo obi dia na dia.
Na.
Anamboa.
Wo go join teacher for mo mpio.
The bomb mo pi.
Wo go fa abatu.
Oh yes, mo pi. Mo pi.
Okay. Right, young boy.
So we are in for a very interesting games. Oh, World Cup. Remember, South Africa Kofi, no, it wasn't an interesting game. Unze, one shada both teams in no, and shadan sele no Class A game and farm but Canada did the most important thing. Again,
no Class A teams.
Now game no be efficient extra time and a last minute goal no buy. Yes, Canada, I'm sure would not be happy with Kwame Faso. One game in America because Oman top of group. Now the next game they are also playing it in America. As I said, they will not be happy with the actual more at this stage. But the good news is that Omo team are qualified for money. So now no. Say Portugal and Colombia no. Me game na me quote it say those who say Ghana fan no bomb but say Colombia no. When you about to Colombia and Portugal game ne pa you would change your mind on that Colombia team. They are not unse omunye possessive team bebre sa because Portugal they will possess the ball abesin omo, but the way they attack, how quick it is unse adebakwa when you are defending person benye team that play expansive football mzoto why am first one almost stretch opponent defense with Luis Diaz. How consistently almost stretch defense no mzoto you try to say how the war will play against Colombia, but they are a very very good side. Na Jamaduma Saturday ahomache ibinya bete na we discuss the game as airmen. Brazil now come in there against Japan.
Okay.
Japan, one team, they are on a run of some results to in their history. NC like they've not seen such kind of idea. And Chebia, and omo from 2-0 down, Ebesha Brazil 3-2. So watch your more same games are omo long number of matches be Obiant mean show. And those games include Netherlands, England, Japan, Brazil, just a big countries of no. Yes, me know ya against they were not so last game on boy, especially against Sweden, but against Netherlands they were good. Especially one time be another land.
I'm pretty the way they defended. As omu game omu and they keep to their game.
Yes.
Omu the say omu transition say and omu round skill name get. But Brazil team we mono there. Vinicius mo do ko nchen do be ba man boys na be boase o.
Yo say and the game you know if Brazil will win it to be individual brilliance. But say teamwork there.
But Japan results is and draw win draw. Omunya say.
Omo draw me no. Omo win back.
Okay. So they've not lost.
Yeah. Omo no Netherlands 2-2.
First game no.
Omo share Tunisia 4-0. Omo no Sweden ball 1-1.
Tunisia that's so massa.
Obi a show omo. And Brazil win 2. And draw. Okay. Now the discussion is that Brazil, the difficult opponent they only beat against their teams
now. Morocco.
Went match Morocco. They only won against Haiti and Scotland. Who are the weapon virtually weapon boys was a group room. It's baby fish away a good test to see Brazil Federal War World Cup. But then Brazil they have to except Vinicius won a game. I know Neymar will come in the second half of the year. Except Neymar won a game. Because as a team there I believe Japan will play compact as a team than Brazil. So Brazil have to rely on their individual brilliance, to get the results done. Germany will beat Paraguay, even though Germany lost their last game. But Paraguay, they team that thinks they can stop that machine.
All right. So bad. Young boy, now. 9 African teams on.
Exactly.
Who expected saying 116? I expect 6 also.
Quite difficult.
6. Why matches now?
Difficult.
Why never Belgium no?
What remember? My mama was in CCA. Mama matches.
In Egypt.
No.
Ivory Coast born wine.
Belgium, Elbow Senegal.
Belgium, but Senegal.
Yes.
So how much never hear of her? Ivory Coast no we be hear of her.
That's a bad. Egypt, Australia, so Egypt.
Egypt so beko. Yeah, the 6 na beko. 3 beko na 6 ako. Ghana, Colombia. I say Ghana beko. Ghana beko 6 no. Yeah.
Moto. Competition afi na asha here. When you African teams now, you're making a good statement from the beginning. South Africa free move. Morocco, Netherlands quite dicey. Belgium, Senegal, and also a dicey. But I have some belief in Senegal if only they get their selection right. Belgium, Senegal, born. Go to England, Congo, a different story altogether. Argentina, Cape Verde. Go to Argentina, Cape Verde. Who's a prophecy about Cape Verde?
There is no prophecy. They are not moving prophecy.
So
okay,
prophecy is not related to
Christianity. That's why I said Cape Verde be Argentina.
So at least we do in your bear 4.
Now first match one go.
We do in your bear 4. And you be who send your call. Now Ancelotti is sign the game in Mukakra. After introducing Cunha, so I have Brazil team now, and yet the way that you expect them to play. Say, Ocheke coach of Carlo Ancelotti. The favorite system, Bako the born home or the 4-4-2 diamond system. A system Bako Ancelotti Pepper when it comes to Nijume Dino. Now, Misoto, Ancelotti first came about I got Thiago no. In the game against Morocco, he was just walking on the field. Second half, no, they Cunha Bemu. No. What happened was that Cunha dropped deep to help with build up, and he's so fast to the extent that so Beji was central areas now, not spread the core wings. The next moment, boy, be do anymore. And that was the second half impact at Cunha the buy. So personally, I was not surprised that the next game, Coach Ancelotti decided that Cunha is going to start. And also, with the introduction of Cunha, the style of play of the Brazilian team automatically changes. May the image be my born. Say, check the Brazilian team. On paper, what you realize is that Cunha stays into on paper a 4-3-3 system. But to the moment I pass the ball, ball never start to see a moving. What you realize that Cunha will drop to the middle. On stay where him. Now about the Paqueta, Bruno Guimaraes, any Abrantia, your friend Casemiro who will finfio. Then it will create the room for Vinicius. Which will say na the near screen so. Into a drop of a canwa, they get 4 midfielders because Cunha now will leave the center forward position to join the midfielders. No matter 4. Now we to Adia Bako Ancelotti Yusui, our Madrid, Emma Vinicius ball modern powers. He had Rodrigo on the other side of the wings and Vinicius on the other side. No about Jude Bellingham as a false 9. Send you Yusu Cunha no. Now Madrid they build it up. Jude Bellingham will drop to come and join the midfield. Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Seneye, Federico Valverde. I know about count 4. Now my Vinicius and your chance. I'm moving from the wings to the center forward position. Until season now Madrid J champions before Kylian Mbappe joining. You realize that Jude Bellingham was scoring, Rodrigo was scoring, and Vinicius was scoring because of how I was set you up. And we have been on the Brazil. Into Cunha, the end I say Cunha became FIFA for no more ball. Omo could do anymore. It creates room for Vinicius to now act like a center forward. And Cunha is excellent with second balls. It is a Vinicius and to me act as a proper center forward. Cunha takes advantage of the next ball and put it at the back of the net. And idea we know 1, a creative freedom for Vinicius. Number 2, the creativity problem. In the Brazilian team, I'm the boy against Morocco. And I'm saying I have flat midfield 3 because I got Thiago to non drop on Bano. It is solved when Cunha drops so that they have 4 midfielders. They overload you and now they create war. And that is what is happening. Creativity problem to some extent is fixed because Paqueta, Bruno Guimaraes, Cunha, more players in the middle. Then Vinicius also have the freedom to move to the left, to the right, and also to the center forward. And no any idea Ancelotti after the first move to the tactical changes or the other. Against Japan, a very resolute side. Tactically, they are disciplined. So too, they move according to a game plan. Ancelotti need to dig deep about this particular game. No match where a match they now far name no. Me can say me say you better baby in the tournament. Neymar, I don't see him being a starter in most of the matches. But his inspiration and center of attraction, who be here in certain moment, match where match back. The moment Neymar will come to the field, or your coach, you would have to make some changes to your setup. I'm talking about the opponent. To find ways of stopping his creativity and also his ability to score. So Neymar nya number 10 keku. Go on him show. And now when you it's what the name of my bar. Apart from so be spaces to opponent, my pass ya mobile on one kasa timishe. So from the 70th minute going will be so crucial to this particular game. And that is why I have some belief when it comes to the Brazilian team. So to Japan I had here. Mama has some signals bikakra. But game with experience and a character. And the best still lead the show. And from that angle, no, it means more of a Brazil than on my friend in Japan. So let's go for a Brazil qualification. Germany ne a Paraguay. Interesting match. Germany so no. What's the deal? Match and mommy respect you was when Nagelsmann is your Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire share first. In the second half, Nagelsmann he changes. Oyinjama Musiala free. And Leroy Sané free. And he decided to go for a different structure. The structure was that first half, no more creative mark can have it. Even though Leroy Sané can score, but it's not an elite scorer in terms of goals. Even though Jamal Musiala beat me a share, but Musiala is an elite scorer. Also, what should be said Luis Diaz? Diaz, man, Musiala will be bad in Drusa. So the coach realized that he need to go against Cote d'Ivoire. When we are prepare, but I say Cote d'Ivoire for no, almost double their effort in terms of defending 2-man marking. You know, semi ja or more mamujina game never but 90 minutes to be a county and share. So the strategy was simple. Let's do crosses, and let's introduce another player in addition to Carhavet. I mean, to any bounce or no. Now Cote d'Ivoire and now say divided attention about defenders in terms of who to mark. No, the game changed for Germany. And they won by 2-1 against Ecuador. They made to normal qualified that. So I don't really want to pay much attention to the game. But the point I'm trying to make is that this tournament, a lot is happening from the changes our coaches in here when the game gets difficult. And I know, and the Mami GDA said, even should Germany start slow and go down, they've proven to us in this tournament that they have the antidote from the bench to make the necessary changes to put them to the next stage of the competition. Germany so qualify.
Thank you. Germany is welcome. Morocco, Holland, no, quick one.
Difficult game by our standard. Problem number one. The Dutch team love to possess. And that, in its case, a danger. Because that Moroccan team can decide to sit back and exploit the limited spaces at your back. And only idea Morocco for not trying. So only omo bona wise will be pass omo found me kakra. But they have excellent passes. Omo back also omo a 4-2-3-1 system. Sa trainer a this strike connection. Obia excellent when it comes to passes. And omo nyina ya idea when it comes to take-ons. I think Coman need to twist the system no whilst the game is ongoing. And you quite so so be jini nyina abo. Mane bo kakra. Na so bo kakra na bo kakra. But to game way it's looking like a game that will go to extra time. Okay. It's not a match, you know. Right. Now Obi Babi winning or first half. Mostly, see, real penalties I will not be surprised.
Okay. Jibo, but that's not my very in terms of news. What pay attention? Teams don't need the number of players at the work. As I keep on the cover by say, City in the lead with 19, Bayern Munich 18, PSG Arsenal 16, Barca 15. Atletico Madrid 12, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace got 12 players at the World Cup. Al Hilal, Manchester United, Liverpool. Now we say no. You young boy na young.
Yeah, sure.
Japan di ba.
Oh yes. My follow more to the last World Cup na in 2022 no. When him say who the Japan team na chikakra. No more group Germany, Spain and Costa Rica. Almost Germany. Almost Spain. And almost lose to Costa Rica. But we are na topic group no.
Okay.
Round of 16, almost share Croatia. Croatia bought the semi-final of the World Cup. Because Argentina and the EU moved in the semi-final. What is new Croatia ball for 120 minutes? Now game near 1-1. A penalties na Croatia did Japan film. It's when you watch their progress, recently friendly games on my bar. And your Maya Bema board, there's one directly. And no more Mokoshe Japan and Brazil. Yes, I know Brazil, they have history, everything. But a one gamer, the two. See, you can Brazil for a pack of Nyoma based on what Japan has done. And I will say, World Cup, no, a drew point beer, the two. Now, if you say what drew stage beer, bet me a compete well. You need to beat the big boys. Where Japan may come as a year. The last World Cup 2022 Qatar. Almost say Germany and no World Cup 4 times. Almost say Spain and no 1. Almost this tournament. My main card could be about Netherlands. From 2014, the two from 2014. Tournament be a Netherlands that could be ano. You knew a moon film. Time I have 90 minutes. Either be extra time and add the penalties in the show. It is on a Netherlands book game and they names to the Bonabo 2-2. And when you watch the Netherlands team, even you cut team balancer. I think the Netherlands team is ahead of the Brazilian team. Said the Ronald Koeman she the team no, any the players need the bar on board no. I was so change them who Brazil team no. Because I say Adeba could play and the baby Japan funya at this tournament. It drew the big moment, the small details now to obey the big details. Yabo game na we no, and no Japan for to be do munya because time on mobile World Cup no. They had a player in the Premier League doing so well in Mitoma. And no beba be the X factor of the Japan national team. And then Mitoma Epra. But to form a team now to Hiroki Sakai. Omoko 2022 World Cup no. Itakura Obobi. Tanaka Obobi. Kamada no. Dizen Meda eti form even their starting 11 at this tournament. They have around 6 players and almost started at the last World Cup 2022. It's any country and they so only and they have developed a system in their 3-5-2 system. Their transition is so quick. Forget about their height. About area duels, especially in the opponent in the boxer. Japan is so strong. It's in a match in the day. I'm meaning to Queenie. Bema Boda. So Brazil be win Ukraine 90 minutes no. Ebia ebenya a similar story. They said Japan ni Croatia round of 16 2022. Maybe Brazil could win on penalties. But we can games here no. The two. So as my family can say the exact Kabeja to Colombia for no. Me there. What me show my first game, almost second game against DR Congo. Now me start to say. See if I see a dodgy pa, yen dodgy Colombia ni Portugal. Portugal team ni there. Omo systematic problem. The team is not well arranged. Omo motivation will form. Coach ni sunye bold. Because so we share Portugal ni Colombia ni bi pa be ma boda. E dey pa na ma coach yi. O ma Ronaldo gina park you for 90 minutes. Because marking Ronaldo ne quite easy o. Say nye ni jersey number zutu. Any actual Ronaldo jersey pa. Anybody wearing that number 7 jersey for Portugal with a different name, come to Colombia and coach ni be in film.
Don't do you know?
And I make us
there's an agreement.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing.
So the whole her now. So Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a huge star. The greatest player in Portuguese football. And yet Edin Ronaldo and a number 7 over. and obi na share 7 jerseys and obobo na Ronaldo bo na ka coach ni be yin afrim. But sometimes you need to take bold decisions. Enti to Colombia there, seriously, I was against the meeting. The time I'm against Colombia meeting, they say, I'm out for how I call a low block. It will be a fool say, team be call low block piano, or chance of winning was true. By the difference between teams now, yes, you only Colombia say. Because DR Congo, how DR Congo set it up, and they said the Ghana is set it up. In year 2 matches, your boy against Panama, and then England, before any Croatia, you baby beam no. And they say, against Panama, you call low block. They were not shooting. England, they were not shooting. Croatia, certain moments in the game, you call low block. I'm to shoot too. Bakubo Po. A huge save, excellent save from Asare. It's uko low block now. And no one say, all prevent two opponents from creating chance. Ushi etima, the tomutimi shoot to her. Ya ball omobo 1 2 3 keeper sebu bakubo poa after most a player say boy you cry at TH go for ya no more shot it after best start ya medium block then it will create space e wona omuni DR Congo no Luis Diaz zoto after no start taking on players and the moment obe taking on players obenya the space to shoot no or dangerous it Colombia there me sure mo first 2 games and I was we there remember brother mpe we give my baby then Argentina so share Jordan 3-1 to Messi be share free kick and at the age of 39 which normally you don't get at top tournament so to be a player at the age of 39 now on the top scorer at the tournament hardly now who says had any AC intini nyina aka factors ni bi ho a. And when I'm saying in Argentina, they believe say they are on their way to win their 4th World Cup, their 4th star. Oh dear, there are a lot of records at Bema Boada, and our history favor this Argentine team. Yes, a lot. Many say be against them, but who find a do na if favor me to defend the World Cup. In the history of the World Cup, one country pen ISO in Brazil. Omoji 58 in Sweden, nobody defended 62. Ewo Chile. And your man no SSA. Ebi kura ne say, Bema Boda. Argentina koji 86 World Cup no. When you say their last group stage game, omo against South Korea. Omo share South Korea 3-1. 2026, their last group stage game, omo say against a country from Asia in Jordan, omo share 3-1. Brazil ebe defended 1960 58 World Cup defended 62 no. When is Brazil in the group stage? Omo winning omo games nyina. Omo concede only 1 goal. Argentina concede only 1 goal. Omo winning omo group stage games nyina. Etu de ye koso no to ye be manyoma e ma Argentina e no hwe omo pa for omo road na to emu da ho kakra. Emu da ho pa so mo betimi de aye bibi e wo ho. Ye game ni de say ya kan ho but
Croatia na de again.
Croatia they ba kun say recently Croatia ma be tournament team and they have experienced players. Our monim tournament ni bo. What the hell Luka Modric to ball against us. Obeka so only 40 years. Ivan Perisic ebo as a fullback. But when he runs, Kovacic I struggle with injuries. But look at how he was controlling the method. I have one problem, and my biggest concern, and they say, did I at this World Cup? Yes, say the standard of our team compared to other squad that somebody I could World Cup and win a war from. Panama and Yasho move. So our only victory ever against Panama. And that was by standard, World Cup standard. They were the weakest team in our group. Among one Yasho. Me share any Croatia game no. Actually as a coach no. Seven like against the Moka and some now can almost can yet me because watch our method the two Sibu Elisha Thomas Partey. Seriously, I was not impressed with Thomas Partey performance against Croatia. Now sideway passes no doors no do. As I remember, no one said no. James Temnes I know man. They were coming for the ball. But Partey. On say at least you should show. I say we show BB at a point. Coach ni push Partey closer to the attackers no.
Second half,
yes, but still he was not delivering. I said, for simplicity, no. Oyerepa no pass it. Oyerepa no pass it.
Wow, maybe. Oh, wow, we tell you one moment. He said they are the first to
yes, 34-38. And Brazil the last team to win the World Cup and defend it. Remember and the games, no. Then there's Morocco against Netherlands. A very difficult game. Same kind Netherlands story I just say recently. Netherlands one country moko tournament. So person will show ma the two. Obe braji so no moko penalties and now extra time. This is Morocco. Ebe so mo make a case a game omo be more for 90 minutes. Say you benya winner 90 minutes now Netherlands. But if Morocco person mo sha the two so more the energy to play more than 90 minutes. Going even 120 minutes. Then on penalties, more the strength to match a Dutch for no. Say no na no na how much no. And how much no. And sending in a
130.
And say a game of the day. A very exciting, very exciting game.
Man, I say Munga.
Morocco had a good game against Brazil, but I was not convinced with their performance against Scotland. These dead teams, the two, under control ball. No? And surprisingly, at this tournament, as a Coleman and Shadan Co highline the baby. What's the Netherlands, you know? Remember that who your attack if you are, when you pick their midfield and their defense, country be a classified and say, oh, grade A players at this World Cup. Who bet me in the midfield and the defenders not match or move? Who bet me they are match home? It's more players and on my showcase in the last two major tournaments 2022 Argentina show more on penalties. European Championship 2024 England show more extra time. The say these dead teams the two whilst Omuntimi NJ any major tournament no Omoka teams no more closer to playing in the final game. Omo prevent one eventually Omo ko final. England European Championship, England ko ball final against Spain. The last World Cup Argentina you mo film no. Argentina ko ball final against France and Argentina for the World Cup no. It's a difficult game at the Morocco. I will not be surprised. Be surprised. Say bema boda yemwie ahomachi no. Morocco be join South Africa. Yeah, I will not be surprised. Right. Morocco joined South Africa.
Wow.
Then Germany against Paraguay. Victory for Germany. And a good German side. But Germany one country.
And this stage there.
Hardly number 2 tournaments at Waswa, Bema Boda. Most Germany when Beguasi.
Okay.
I think
all right, thank you.
Germany, Abia 2-1 or 3-1 that game.
Captain.
Manya the privy to speak to the FA.
For somebody from
the FA. And about the ticketing, I'm hoping say hopefully by free Chinekono. They open up because they need to seek clearance and Sana and Pano Abekasa. But I've been able to get some level of education. So to take it in Bebriano, if you know a lot of tickets on behalf of Ghanaians because the FA himself Ghana for you react very late when it comes to such situations. So a lot of tickets, Ghanaians are apply ticket, It be a travel and tour. It be an individual or constitute a certain group of free say what do you call consortium your better to ticket.
So
the FA then release these tickets to them. Because if you don't take it on tour, according to if you tour first, only about 3 million tickets. They have to let $3 million Ghana make to take it to the tune of about $3 million. But now say on the half That's how I go back to FIFA. Ticket to have come FIFA because now people were not buying because not just now. It's all go to FIFA. And because the monies were not coming now. Now as if you know, it's a release the FIFA. To the extent that FIFA no crowd get to your point. FIFA bufu say, I don't know if you know act that way. Now with the kakana if you keep you know, travel and tours. I have names. I say if permitted that, me mention names. Are you known? What I say? A republic to me ba number for me consortium. Clubs for me clubs all Taman and Crawford. All these were released to them. San Crawford no. Any omo copy visas or mania. The to San mania put together no. And Crawford turn American Canada no. Yes. According to the Debbie. Me say, even after buying that ticket on toy for Ghana for no use, Ghana for acting late, a don't people requested for those tickets. Oko if you want with the numbers I was all tono. Okwa, I want the money to US Ghana bank. Then actually releases that ticket to you.
On an head
on charge of ticket.
That of ticketing.
Now, for now, a bit to the tune of 150 tickets. A bit more to be about 100, 30, 50.
So traveling
with the hope to say, with the hope to say, if you're not more for alcohol, a bit more from the moment to do. Oh my, your visa no. A bit no so I do ticket, you know, just to gain advantage of this black market. It's a travel and tough one. I don't want to turn late. Now do the Iba say do a round of 32 a FIFA ton ticket edema. FIFA association take it. So to the answer that I was given to me was no. Now the FA will have to buy a ticket. No more the chance to buy it earlier. If you have $500. Now me ma figure keke. That doesn't represent the rare. Time I be nanka FA no betimi ato round of 32 ticket around be about $500. In that ticket is going for about 1,000. Even at FIFA. So the FA is working on buying some of the tickets. FIFA is not giving anything for free. That's what cost. Me say initially, now they were going to buy it around $500. Now that ticket is going for around 1,000. FIFA increasing because the tournament is in progress. And FA is buying that. So the idea say and Crawford say, the man was not to all those it was your opinion on that time. No, you're close. That's how we know the
Western region for them.
But I'm hoping that the FA will come out clearly.
And I'm about to ask because the discussion Western region then say then you say ya cotton Western region for a year every focus in the name of
Sans and in our woman.
So my mention the name
and I want to be there.
When you live in this world, fairness, a full business opportunity from a distance. No investing. A bit me in a car, a bit me in fast.
But I know when you are involved.
Now the FNM will fail to buy one of 32 tickets, and you know the FA is going to buy at that cost. Oh, FIFA not direct. And one button on black market from FIFA. FIFA now more ton ticket. The ticket was common 500.
Common and then young got taught.
Panama
in common United.
But I don't come to match.
Now can not also. And we are the only
number one here say. Number one here say. Now it has been proven. So more normal pay ticket at the Akope Besano, Omunyebi. Meaning the ticket no, you fancy. Yemfasa ade na nto. So the no pay ticket e dey can application ho. Akwa Akope Besade onya bi.
Sa ona FA the cross answer me say FIFA no be ade na obetima to direct from FIFA without coming to the FA. According to the FA it's not direct. Without coming to the FA
ticket e dey ko embassy. ya man visa emo ba be si usu
Well, Mr. Bizo, I'm not going to number. If I
no din kuma ba ono want to take it from Efi.
They make can say. The point na person making say. You know, point na person making say. Ticket no. Ticket no. Let's not create the first thing. The impression is that ticket ni amboa no engu.
David
Obi amboa no engu.
Bafo na me pena wu was on my board my hike award.
Number 2 obi who a business opportunity.
Yeah.
Everyone chance on it. Na and why dey dey ama Efi no. Efi no if what they are saying is true, so almost are returning be there. It means that no mo come pen kwofo ba beto. Because now with the omusika and akwishim. And obi taking risk say. And I'm top 150 agu. 1 minute now. Obi si top 60 agu.
We go dey the whole time right.
So 60 agu. No to.
Ebe send no message.
Information ade amaye no nimbo aboaye.
No ye, ba mo asmo ba na say.
What boy o?
Say a business opportunity.
Me ba 30 seconds.
And obi akoto 150 no akoto. Akoto free Efi no.
Okay.
Enti ono kwa kana so betimi ayehye.
Ya nto
akwa boka.
Otu ado me ko ya.
Like Kings need those that are looking for that fanciful football. Croatia they no my kakrebi. The results it's what they saw. So we don't have the midfield that can play that football.
No the battle in Boche obi.
Oh, that's a pattern kwa. You need that.
Na Ogochego.
They have their star.
The interior which
was Caleb. That key to my education on box midfielders. And that's what we have.
Na me fi be say open.
That midfield na omo be more that fanciful football.
Yeah, in 2028 abi mu.
Bizoto.
Since the adru no, o mi o ka.
Colombia ya metna be begin ho.
Na the Colombia is wrong.
Ade. Ya ko tna be begin ho. Dem trouble. Believe in playing the I believe.
Mama gas e mama na yem jesu omo.
We ko ta 130. Yes, so that be nya ka e be nya no maka tro. Me dasi.
O say anya ono yire na ehwe nti.
Me na ehwe.
So do um si tie me no nua ma ne ade. Ai, why ye empesa?
Me na Jesia Odama. Jesia Odama ode ma me no.
Family to
Jesia Odama ode ma me no me hwe na me grahwe.
No.
Okay, welcome to so so ya da Lawson Herbal Center say nipa ne amiensa ni nyina so ya adwuma Lawson Herbal Mr. Lawson Lock delay man capsules 0248 619 999 atwema kwangoma community bank PLC hwehwane kamenti enne ye nkofo pugu so ye ko head office patch number 2 0322 298 900 uwie pa upeso engine che edema wo a edini ba kopɛ seahorse engine oil drop bia no eno no yuso 0244 577 559 uwie pa ya bomodem na da Dr. Eduase ukoman kasim ba fi krom bonse stroke for no watene te na omo ekɔ na dru so
Dr.
na odi edit SMB test ne dia ba bomodem ko pa bi ebra wo fra 0558 379545 embo creation opomata de to wa na ehome fra no 0552 764195 momo boy ma dada no gira no yere today sports eba no eye power specialist herbal hospital ene momodem say 1 July ne euroma wie o momodena ko hepatitis typhoid prostate ulcer ye ya ho free screening e de achow dan na wunim yade a omo ehwe momodem friend 0244 544-422 Maminka will say a Franco nie adepanie was in Nokia Samsung iPhones nyina na so ye nearby gas and electric store CCTV camera function monitor video anytime anywhere we pa no modern ko jabaju dum old man konkofa clinic new kajetia 0245 316969 tina tech no memeti ye na nye aye adwuma besi ne nupa ne num ebia so bo adwuma before capsules bema bedu akagina mu tina tech hayan capsules wani nko ade a ebeda so fine tina tech tomac mister also no be dwane ne wo malake na fi 2003 eno so abo adwuma ye wo vinake man no mental problems no mo dem fra 0205 180012 no kwakwa na news ebeba no eye Camel natural selection shower gel mesi anu ne edi dware eyi kala ni pie empo ho honey and milk rose and white avocado and papaya aloe and milk coconut and vanilla ni nyina ba be wie so bofe nkane kumase wo fra 0244 371459 0243 744855 green life hebrew na drone ba kopɛ bibini to ma plus wunya bi pɛ all san session shene e be dwane tantantantantem bottle ne de design fefe